Hey, welcome back to the Skinsider. We're glad we made it here to episode number 2. And today we are going to speak to you about vitamin C.
It is National Vitamin C Day.
April 4th.
Yes, that's a huge day in our industry. That's like a national holiday.
Absolutely, it is. And we also have a buzzword this episode as well. And our buzzword is product.
Yeah, when talking about products.
Any of these.
Thank you, producers.
Cheers. We also have our Skinsider margarita.
Give them the rundown again. What's in it?
So the rundown of our Skinsider margarita, if you like to make it at home and drink along with us when the word product is pronounced or mentioned. It is a mezcal with a muddled cucumber, muddled jalapeno, and a little bit of the Topo Chico, however you want to say it. I don't care.
Chico.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't quote me. I think it is.
I don't pronounce well anyway, so it's all right.
Okay. We're only on a podcast with our voices.
So we do have our Skinsider margarita again, which we will have every episode. We do encourage you to make yours at home and join along with us. So today with the vitamin C information that we are going to give you, we also will end our podcast with the Reddit question and our take on it and what we feel.
Yeah, so what we have for you today lined up is our vitamin C's that we offer in the medical spa. So we're going to go over each and every one with you, but we are also going to go over why it might be the best one for your skin, what the differences between them are. Because vitamin C, I can't say the P word, but it is like the hot new...
Well, you can, but you just have to drink.
Right, yeah. It's the hot new thing that's on the market now. One of the biggest things that we get asked about. Everyone is wondering, do I need to incorporate a vitamin C into my routine? What is it? What about it is so important? And how do I incorporate it into my existing routine if it's something I want to add on? Am I using it daytime, nighttime, this and that? So we're going to answer all of those questions for you today. But if you do have follow-up questions, you can comment on our Instagram. You can email us. You can get in touch with us on our personal Instagrams, and we will go over with you all of the additional information. Even feel free to send us what you're using, and we'll chat with you about it and see if it really is going to be the best one for you. So we're going to kick it off with the SkinCeuticals ones that we carry. We carry 3.
So our first one, which is the number 1 seller for SkinCeuticals, is the CE Ferulic. It is the vitamin C solution to brighten and give you a more youthful look. It helps reduce the fine lines and wrinkles. It's kind of like a collagen and elasticity rebuilding product. Oh, gosh, she gets me every time.
It's her job, and she's ready. She's ready to go. Okay, so now I'll take over to help you out because I'm sure I'm about to say it. So this is going to be your P word for if you have more oily skin, even normal to dry. I mean, no, it's not oily skin. It's dry skin.
No, this was dry skin.
Yeah, this is dry skin.
Yes.
All right, scratch that. Back to the drawing board. So this is going to be your P word for if you have dry skin or normal skin, or even if you like to look more dewy or you don't like a more matte feel. If you like your products to be a little bit thicker, correct. If you like your P's to be a little bit thicker, then you're going to want to go with this product right here. Okay.
It also helps with the environmental protection from any like UVA rays, blue light, anything in the environment, and any environmental, it's going to protect you from all of that pollution.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing with vitamin C. So vitamin C is going to be the antioxidant that protects you. It will also help repair. So you want to think about repair and prevent with environmental stressors and aggressors. So if you live in
whatever climate, hot,
exactly, like cold. Everybody needs it, no matter what. So if you are in Florida, the sun is incredibly strong. If you are in Colorado, where the wind is strong, higher elevation, you are closer to the sun. If you're someone like me, who I'm on a plane all the time, and I know I'm a world traveler, and I love the window seat on a plane. Like my favorite thing to do is be on a plane, window seat with a book, my husband to be in a completely different row with our son, and I have a glass of wine and I'm just reading a book. Like, that is my go-to. That is my go-to. Anytime an airline tries to upgrade me to pay more.
Sit you all together.
Yeah, to sit us all together. And they're like, well, if you pay more, you can seat us all together. And I'm like, no, thanks. Because somehow on our account, it always loads the infant on lap with my husband. And I think they do that because they think oh, well, if we separate them, they'll pay to sit together. But joke is on them, because I am oh my God, I have 2.5 hours of uninterrupted just
time
peace. But anyways, I like the window seat. So I always make sure to put an antioxidant on before I'm going to go and do that. So even if you live in a city, you need to be protecting yourself from those free radicals that are in the skin. And as we age, our ability, our mitochondria in our cells breaks down. So our ability to fight those free radicals, fight those aggressors, it goes down. Mm-hmm. So you need to be supplementing something else into your routine. So what's interesting about SkinCeuticals is that over time, I think probably because they were one of the first to really get on board with the vitamin C's, they have been able to create kind of the same repairing technology, but for different skin types. So they have what one I would use because I have, two. Yes.
Oh, wow, she called me out.
They were sleeping on the buzzer, but don't worry, I gotcha. So the Floritin CF is going to be for your more oily skin, combination skin, or even if you don't like that little bit thicker feeling or that dewiness to the skin at all. And then they have a third vitamin C.
The third vitamin C here is the Silymarin CF. This one actually is a ferulic acid with a maximizing antioxidant. It neutralizes oil production and oil oxidation.
It's salicylic acid. But you were nailing that.
Pardon?
It's salicylic acid, but you were nailing that. That's why it's Silymarin for acneic skin.
Yeah, but it also has a ferulic acid in it.
It does.
And
but its base is Silymarin.
Okay, well, there she goes. She's product knowledge. Oh, it protects against environmental radicals. Here I am.
Okay, so the Silymarin is going to be for your acneic. Yeah, it's because it has a baseline of salicylic acid in it. So if you are acneic or younger or prone to breakouts, that's going to be where you want to go. So moving on, we have
I do like it for spot treatments on acneic breakouts.
Yes, definitely. So next up, we have the 10% self-activating vitamin C. This is from Zeo Skin Health. So again,
none of these are sponsoring our podcast, by the
way. They're going to get arthritis from editing this. Their little hands are going to be we're going to have to ice them. Okay, so the Zeo Skin Health vitamin C is a 10% self-activating. So what's interesting about this product and kind of makes it different.
I'll go to you.
My God, thanks so much.
Watch out for those jalapenos in there.
I know they're going to get to me at the bottom, and I'm absolutely just going to choke on live television. So, okay. So this one comes in an airtight pump because one of the kind of issues with vitamin C is that it is not a super stabilized product. So when air hits it, it can be, it can turn an orange color, which a lot of people don't like, and it can start to decrease the efficacy of your product. It becomes less and less potent. Yes.
We're a team.
Yeah. It's just solidarity at this point. Okay. Oh, got a little jalapeno there. Okay, so it's going to... I hate you guys so much. I just hope you know this.
This was your idea?
This was literally your idea. Every single thing we're sitting here right now was your idea. How dare you? Okay, back to the self-activating vitamin C. So this is our product from Zeo Skin Health. This is
It's all right, but those were outtakes, the other one, so you just have to go with it now.
Can you call out sick next week? P word is the 10% vitamin C. It's a self-activating. This is from Zeo Skin Health. So this one does help with the appearance of lines and wrinkles and the redness, all the things that you're looking for from a vitamin C. But what makes this different from the products that you've seen before is the fact that it comes in I'm just going to take a drink and keep going. They're not even buzzing me anymore. Their fingers are tired. So it comes in an airtight container. It's a pump. Okay. So with nice the pump, it's a really nice pump. It comes out really smooth. So with that, it means that you are not oxidizing your product at all. The product is not, that was 2 actually. So that was, okay. We know.
Just don't get that jalapeno in there.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten it a couple of times. I'm hanging in there. Right. So it's an airtight product. I don't know how to talk about P words.
Container.
Without container. Oh, packaging,
container. Packaging.
Packaging, container. Give me some more thesaurus. Help me out. I need like an arsenal of words.
Like a container that's like a packaged container. Yeah, you got
P words?
Packaged container.
Well, you can actually open this thing. PRO. Oh yeah,
and it's not in a pump.
Yeah, let's show. Yeah, it's in a So okay, here we go. We're starting over on this one again.
We are not making it to the end.
Well, who picked that word as the word?
The girl that spent $190 on your margarita because she needs you to drink it.
Okay, so we're going to unbox this one so you can see it because this makes it a little different than its ones previous. So this is a 10% vitamin C self-activating from Zeo Skin Health. This one comes in an airtight pump. Okay, so your P word is not exposed to any outside elements, any sun, any air, anything like that. Okay, so you're literally going to take it and just put it on your fingers and then apply it to the face. So vitamin C is a very unstable ingredient. So when it touches the skin, why are you laughing? What did I say? What did I do? When it touches air, it can over time start to break down. So this one here does not do that. It also has a really, really nice consistency to it because there's no water. It's not a water-based product. Like many vitamin C's are water-based P words, this one is not. Here I thought this one was going to be good. It has not been good. So what that means is it has a really almost like silky texture to the skin versus the other ones that have a little bit more of a watery texture to the skin. It feels almost like if anyone has ever used like a silicone-based primer, it feels very similar to that, but there isn't silicone in it. So I find it to be really nice and dewy, but it's not oily. So someone like myself who is very oily can use it, even though I cannot use the CE Ferulic, I have to use the Floritin. So moving on, I will let Ashley talk about our newest vitamin C that we carry.
So our newest product that we are carrying is the Skin Better Science, and right now Alto Advanced Defense Repair Serum. I currently am using this.
I am as well, actually.
I like it. It actually helps the appearance of the skin. It reduces the redness. It actually reduces your dullness of your skin. It kind of gives you a little bit more of a brighter look to the skin. It has 17 additional antioxidants inside of it.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, actually, and it kind of can work as a product that has 3 products in one. That was a double.
That was almost 3 for the 3 P words. Mm-hmm. And actually, interesting thing to know about this.
Buzz. Buzz.
We are never picking these words again.
We'll get better.
Interesting. Yeah, we will get better. It's a great. Interesting thing to know about this one is that it also is their top seller.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
And I like it. It actually, it's not heavy. It's not thin. Every time I do wear it and put it on, people are like, wow, your skin looks amazing. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, it's my product.
Right. Yeah. And I will say what's nice about this one is it's very, 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 very preventative. A lot of their clinical studies, you can look it up online. A lot of their clinical studies show burn victims, okay, or people who have been exposed to harsh elements, and then they put this on them and subject them to things again. And they are able to show the difference when wearing the product versus not wearing the product. That was 2.
It also has vitamin E in it, along with the vitamin C. So that's really good for all skin types.
Yeah,
it's not
everybody
just
needs
like
that.
for one skin type. All skin types combination can wear it.
Yes, absolutely. So our last one actually is our top selling vitamin C. So this is the C Plus Correcting Complex 30%. This is from Revision Skincare. Also, their number 1 top selling product. So that kind of shows you the trend in the industry right now about vitamin C. I do realize that I said it, but she didn't buzz it. But we're just going to ignore that one because she missed it. And from now on, this is what I'm learning. If the producer misses it, we don't have to take a sip. That's my new rule. I'm just implementing that right now. You guys heard it here live. That's what we're going with. Okay? So I hope you listening at home. Yeah, you do whatever you want at home. There's no rules for you guys because you're home. You're not driving. So don't be. So the C Plus Correcting Complex 30% is again going to be that little bit creamier consistency, similar to the Alto that we just went over. But this one, I like to call it for my patients an IPL in a bottle because it doesn't just go after brown. It goes after red. It's going to target both of them. The IPL is our intense pulse light treatment, one of the number 1 treatments we do in office that targets that discoloration. It targets the redness. It targets the sun damage or the hyperpigmentation, the melasma, anything of the sort. So this one has, the reason they call it 30%, okay, is because it has a 30% THD ascorbate acid. That is the highest amount that the human body can take in. What is different about this product as well is that it has a prebiotic. That wasn't product. That was prebiotic.
Well, you said product.
Oh.
I'm here for it.
I called her out too. I called her out hard on that one.
Well, let's play a game. Which one do you think is the most expensive?
Oh, yeah. Okay, go. All right, anyways. So this one has 30% of THD ascorbate acid, which is the highest amount that the human body in their skin can take in, right? So then what's different about Revision in general, a lot of their science focuses. I was going to say showcases. Oh, focus.
That's a new word. That's a good word.
I wasn't sure if I was going to say like it depends next episode.
Okay.
We're going to have to wear ourselves a diaper.
I wasn't sure if I was going to say showcases or focuses, so I kind of scared both. Okay. What's different about Revision Skincare is that a lot of their science behind the line focuses on the microbiome of the skin. So the microbiome of the skin is all those living organisms that live on top of the skin. There's bacteria, there's fungi, there's, trillions of little things on our skin all the time. So this product has a prebiotic that works with the skin. So the entire premise behind this line is just to create a healthy microbiome at all times that's pH balanced and able to fight off all of the aggressors in the environment. So when to use this in your routine? That's a big question we are asked. It is a serum type product. Okay, so you're going to think about that. You are going to cleanse. She is good. You are going to cleanse, you are going to tone, then you're going to put your serums on. Now, a lot of people use multiple serums. That's okay. You're going to put your vitamin C on first. You're going to let it sit. You're going to let it dry on top of the skin. And then you're going to put your additional serums on top of it. This can be done morning and night. If you like multiple products, but you don't like layering them.
Sorry, you're on your own on this one.
And you don't like layering them, the most important thing is that your vitamin C is going on during the day. And that is because, again, you are fighting off those environmental aggressors. It's an antioxidant-based P word. So you are not going to really benefit as much from it at night. At night, it can help be repairing, but it's not going to be preventing. So if you want to use it twice daily, that's fine. If you want to use it once daily, make sure that you're using it in the morning and first on that clean, dry, pH-balanced skin.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That was a great explanation of all 6 of the products that we offer for vitamin C day.
You made me
April
be
4th.
on my own for the last one, so you're going to be on your own for this one. Yeah. So one of the things I do think is important to touch on is just kind of one of the episodes that we have coming up. I'll just preface it with this, is that we're going to be going over with you guys some of the differences between medical grade skin care as well as like over the counter or department store skin care.
Or like all this TikTok shop, Facebook shop that people buy their products on.
Yes, because all of
buy
this stuff
on
is
Amazon.
trending.
They think that it's real. Also,
Yes.
another thing is that medical grade skincare products are not sold on Amazon. You are not getting the real product from Amazon.
Yes.
And if you were to, for instance, type in the CE Ferulic, order it from Amazon, and then come into a med spa that actually has a license to carry medical grade skincare products, you will notice the packaging is different.
Yeah,
you will notice that the
slightly,
bottling is different. We are exclusive. Med spas are exclusive. When you have a medical director, you are exclusive to having these medical grade
lines,
skincare products. They will not be sold on Amazon, TikTok Shop, or anywhere else.
Correct. Yes.
Tricky.
So a lot of
Almost empty.
times people show me, these things that they get over the counter because vitamin C is very expensive. Vitamin C is very expensive because it's an expensive product to work with. These labs, I'm trying to be informative to the people.
I know, but you're doing a great job.
Oh, that was a jalapeno. So these labs, when they work with it, it's very unstable. It's very, very hard for them to work with. So the product is very expensive. So therefore, in order for you as a consumer to be getting a high amount of the product, as much as the body can take in, it is expensive.
Also, I mean, it is expensive, but we know that how they curate it. Sure. Yeah. How they store it, how they put it inside all of their other P words. Mm-hmm. It's expensive. It's not cheap.
It's hard to work with. They
travel around the world to actually get a lot of these ingredients to put into their products.
Correct.
Oh, wow. I'm empty.
I'm not. You want mine? I'm still on my first one. I'm famous for being a really slow drinker, though.
No, I'm good.
Oh, well, don't say the P word then, or else you won't.
Obviously, all of these products range in price. She's gone. So we want to play like a little game here and see between the 6. So I will let you know it ranges from 108 to 190. All of these products.
Play it with me.
Okay.
All right, let me go. What one do I think is the most... Told you we're going to need it. Which one do I think is the most expensive and which one do I think... Okay, so give me the price ranges again.
108.
Okay.
To 190.
108 to 190. Are any the same price?
There's 3 of them that are the same price.
Oh, it might be the one that's... Okay, all right. So I'm going to go...
And this is retail price. I mean, you're going to find that even if you were to log on to their website,
it's all the same everywhere.
These are the same prices you will see.
We don't change that. Okay, so
like
I'm going to go. I'm going to get. Yeah, exactly. What do I get if I win?
I love the Price is Right. I'll buy you dinner.
We're business partners. Our money's the same.
$5 scratch offs.
Oh yeah. Okay, because that's where I could win.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go. What are all the prices? Because you said 108 to 190.
Okay, so you have 108.
Yeah. Go with the other
190, 176, and 182.
108. What's the next tier?
176.
Okay.
182, 190.
Okay. I'm going 190. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
No, you said the 3 were $190. Oh, you said 3 were the same price. Okay. Scratch that. We're going back. All right, give it to me again. What are the prices?
Okay, 108.
This time around,
just
I'm
pick
gonna
your
listen.
108. What do you think is 108?
What's the next tier up? Give me number
176.
That is a steep jump. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Right? Like, how is one of these priced at 108?
I'm torn between these two. It's gonna be these two. All right, it goes 108, 176, 182, 190. Mm-hmm. 190. No. What? She whispers no. 108.
No.
And I own a business, everybody. Okay. That one's definitely not 108.
Well, I would think.
Is this on 108?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
108.
Yes, that is.
176.
Nope.
176.
Yes.
What's the next one?
You have 182 and 190.
182. Mm-hmm. 190.
Yep. All three of these are 182.
I failed, you guys. I only sell them for a living, but I failed that game miserably.
Well, you know.
Because if you listened
You
to
tried.
episode 1, you know I don't ring up the products.
Well, you tried.
I don't ring up the P words. That was part
And
of our
that's
Reddit
why I'm
story.
on the math.
Yes, that was part of our Reddit story from episode 1, which leads us to our Reddit story of episode 2.
Episode 2. But hold on, before we get to that Reddit story, I do have a question for you.
Straight jalapeno.
Not a question,
Okay.
actually. Have you ever gone to like Miramar outlets or the mall and those people in like the center stations and they try
Yeah.
to sell you like the skincare products?
Yeah.
Or they're like,
They
oh,
chase you down.
my lady,
Yeah.
come over here.
Yeah.
Let's
I
try
love when they
this."
go, let me ask you one question. And I go, you just did.
Yeah, so
And then I
was,
keep running.
So I was at Miramar outlets and they stopped
Okay.
me and like I like to play dumb with a lot of people sometimes because
Here
I don't
we
want
go.
them to know like what I do for a living or like,
This is how we're going to get canceled in episode 3, everybody.
So
we're
he's like,
canceled. We're not
come
making
over
episode
here,
3.
come over here. He goes, I want to try this
That's on
under
her
your
cup, not
eyes.
my cup.
And I was like, okay, fine, you can try it under my eyes. You know, I had to.
She said the P word more than I did.
So he tried it under my eyes. And of course, it's like glue, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's
And then you wash it off. You
basically
go home and wash it
Elmer's
off and you look
freaking
normal.
glue.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, you see the difference? Like, you see it? And I was like, yeah, no, I feel like I'm like stuck here with like permanent glue.
It's like lash glue.
Yeah. And then the other side, no, and he's like, well, you know, this is $300 and some odd, and like you really need this. And I was like, oh, really? Do I really need this? Like, I don't feel like I need this. And he's like, yes, everyone buys it, everyone loves it. Don't you see the difference? And I was like, well, I have a med spa. I own a med spa in like Naples, and I said I have medical grade products. I said nothing makes me feel this way, the way that this is. I said this is straight glue in a bottle. I said, how are you even selling this to anybody? They sell it, but I got sucked into it for a 20-minute long jalapeno speech. A 20-minute
That's what
long
you
like
get for going up
speech
to
about
them.
like all. You know me. You always tell me all the time. What am I? When their salespeople walk in. So, yeah, because I get excited, like, every time someone comes in and they're like, oh, we have this new product or we have this new machine, and I'm like, yes, I love that. This is great. Like, tell me more.
She'll make us sit down and talk about, like, buying it, and I'll be like, gosh, we already own that.
But it's like
Drives
a new
me insane.
version, right?
Yeah.
Like, I want the new,
Yeah.
fresh version of it. I know.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
One time, a guy who sells lasers for a living was like, what is wrong with you? You already own that. And I'm like, you know this, if this guy's telling you this, like, we have a problem.
So, yeah, that's me. Guilty.
Back to our Reddit story. She is going, all right, go ahead.
Oh,
Are
wait,
you
I
going
need
to
a
read me
story.
one? All right, here, let's.
Just kidding. All right,
Hit me with a Reddit story. Go.
All right, here's your Reddit story.
Okay.
I just had an interesting consultation today at a medical spa. Is this typical, or am I just being naive and overly sensitive?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, girl, what's her name? Little Bunsen burner? Okay. Questionable. I am in my early 30s and attending a consultation for my first potential Botox treatment today. My understanding from the spa's website was that you could pay for a brief consultation.
Okay.
And then, based on your decision, go ahead with an actual appointment. I did get the appointment, and the doctor tells me that she typically only consults regarding fillers, and therefore getting consultation for Botox is not really a thing.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a little confused or just naive, but as a first timer, I figured it was normal to want to talk things over before giving the green light for a cosmetic procedure. Anyhow, I tell her that I am comfortable with signs of aging, but would like to address my angry looking 11 frown lines.
Okay, so like the glabella lines. Okay.
Yes. She then tells me that it isn't advisable to just do the 11s and recommends that I also target my forehead lines and crow's feet. I understand and agree with the medical rationale for targeting other muscles to avoid compensation, but it just seems like more than I expected. She tells me that I need more units because I have a big forehead. She then tells me I have a gummy smile and that I should consider getting injections to my lips to reduce the gumminess. While the gummy smile bothers me sometimes, but it's not really that big of a deal, and it would feel like a lot, for me at least, to target so many areas during my first session. I look to convey my emotions through the facial expressions, and aim really only bothered me by my 11s. I came out of the appointment feeling a little intimidated, and like other was a mismatch between my expectations going in and the doctor's recommendations. Am I being naive or just overly sensitive? I understand why a medical spa would want to get me interested in purchasing more units, as they are a business after all. Maybe I just did not do my research properly before I walked in. Is it possible to take a more conservative approach to Botox at our age, or is it typical to start this way? Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, that was a lot. That was a long one, but yeah, I actually took notes so I could really fully address that. So yes,
she went in for her 11s at the end of the day.
Right. Okay, got it. So yes, it is a business, but the thing is, you're in the business of making people feel better about themselves. So insulting them based on their appearance and walking down things one by one, I do technically think that is actually wrong. I also disagree with not having a consultation for Botox. Okay, go ahead.
I would say, if anything, an injector knows best. A doctor knows best because they study the anatomy. So they're studying and they're taking courses and keeping up on their education with it. So
completely agree. But
if you are going in just for 11s and that's all that you want,
right?
Maybe that correction of those 11s are really not going to give you that look.
Oh, I 100% agree with that part when talking about moving it up through the forehead or whatever. And it did sound like from her story she agreed as well. But how did that drop down to the gummy smile and things like that? And that's where I disagree. Yes, because I have found in this line of work over the years that, people come in, they're sitting there for a consultation and they're very vulnerable and they're feeling uncomfortable about themselves. And I'll ask them, hey, what are you here for? What's bothering you? And they'll be like, my skin, my texture, my pigment, my this, my that. I want this corrected. I want that corrected. I want to lift. And they're saying 8 million things, and I'll stop them and say, hey, just give me, if you had a magic wand right now and I could only correct one thing, what would it be? Because so much of the time when you correct one thing, the rest, they become less self-confident about. They become more confident in themselves as they go. So if somebody's coming into me for one thing and they're like, hey, I feel like I've got a lot of really bad pigment, I need an IPL because we're fresh off talking about the vitamin C, I'm not going to be like, well, yes, okay, sure, let's do that. But have you noticed this about yourself? Mm-hmm. That starts to tear someone down. Like what they feel about themselves maybe they never saw that before.
Right.
But now they're looking in the mirror and now all she's seeing is this gummy smile. I mean, that's not what we're in the business to do. Right. We are in the business to just help people and make them feel better about themselves. I mean, we always say we want their heads to be held higher when they walk out than it was when they walked in. So I don't agree with that. I also have to say I don't agree with no consultation for Botox only filler. We always do consultations for Botox in our office.
I feel like you have a consultation for both. I mean, that's a procedure where you're actually altering the face.
Correct. And
an instant gratifying
absolutely, yes. And Botox cannot be dissolved.
Correct.
Filler can be dissolved, but your toxins cannot. Dysport, Xeomin, Botox, that's something that a lot of times the consumer does not know and does not understand. That's important to know that if you go in and you don't like it, it cannot be dissolved. So it takes time between you and your provider to have that conversation. What do you want it to look like? What is your goal? What is your budget? How can we best help you achieve that goal? And then we can go from there. And then if there's other concerns, we can address it. Absolutely.
Less is always great. Less is more. I mean, at the end of the day, you can always come back and you can get more done if you really did like it. So you can just take like little baby steps into something as well, which I agree with.
Absolutely. And I think someone who's coming in for the very first time and is new to the injectable realm of things should always start slow. I don't think you should freeze the face or completely overfill it.
People are coming to those injectors for their honest opinion, their education, their knowledge.
But not to be insulted.
Right. Or not to be sold and pushed on things.
Yes.
So
the only thing I agree with the provider there, again, is just, I agree. Sometimes you can't just do the one area that someone is describing.
You have to do a little additional more in order to achieve some results, which, yes, I do agree with that.
Yeah, that's our take. That's our Skinsider view on that situation.
And also, I feel like we don't pressure our clients into things.
No.
We take into consideration like what they want, what they're looking for, what they want to achieve. We're there for them. Like we're there to walk them through all of their steps. And for us also to tie back, it's not about the sale and it's not about the money. It's about the confidence of that individual that's going to walk out of our doors. I said, but that was the other episode.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be a journey.
It is.
I think it should be an entire
trust
journey
you, and they open up to you, and they want to build a relationship with us. And some of our clients are our patients. So
you mean friends?
Well, yeah, friends. Sorry.
Yeah.
Some of our clients are our friends, and they become like family in a sense.
Very much so.
And you just want to give them what they want, but you want to get them there in small little increments.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay, so just to kind of wrap things up, give you guys an overview of the episode and what to expect in some episodes to come. So today we were celebrating National Vitamin C Day.
April 4th.
Yes, April 4th. I encourage you to talk with your local provider. I'm sure they are doing promos and sales. If you're interested in any one of these, we will be doing a 10% off sale. We can ship them anywhere if you are interested, or go to your local med spa, chat with them, talk with them, see what they carry, because everyone should be, everyone should be incorporating this somewhere into their routine. And then just to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what you can expect coming up, each one of our reps at some point will be coming on the podcast to chat with us. So if any of these lines, if there's a product you've been using you want to know about, if you have, I went a really long time without saying that P word too, just so you guys know. If there's anything you want to know about, if you have questions, they all come out with new products all the time.
Oh, I can't do it again. So strong.
Reach out to us, submit the questions. We will give it to the rep before the rep comes on the podcast, and we can go through all of those questions that you might have. We have questions that we are dying to ask them as well. And you will get an inside Skinside scoop of all of these lines that we carry, including ones that you're not seeing here right now.
Yes. And don't forget to follow us and like us
and subscribe
and stay tuned for next week. Always love your skin.